I need to confess something, and please don't laugh. People think I'm being haunted, but the truth is a lot worse. Okay, here's what happened. I live alone, and my sleep schedule is basically chaos. Some nights I sleep like a rock. Other nights I'm awake analyzing my entire life decisions like a Netflix crime documentary. One night, around 2:30 a.m., I heard footsteps in my apartment. Soft, slow, right behind my bedroom door. I froze. Every horror movie I've ever watched suddenly felt like a bad life choice. I grabbed the nearest weapon, which unfortunately was a hairbrush, and tiptoed to the door. I opened it slowly. No one, just darkness. But the footsteps continued. Inside my living room, I genuinely thought, this is it. This is how I die. My obituary is going to say, death by delusion and hairbrush. I called my friend, whispering like I was being hunted. She said, "Are you sure you're not imagining it?" And I said, "I'm imagining many things in life, but footsteps are not one of them." I hung up and followed the sound. Every time I moved, the footsteps moved. Every time I stopped, they stopped. I was shaking. My heart was doing parkour inside my chest. Then, suddenly, the sound came from right behind me. I spun around with my hairbrush raised like a warrior. Nothing. Just empty air. At this point, I was ready to move countries. But then, I noticed something. The sound wasn't coming from the floor. It was coming from above me. I looked up. My ceiling fan was slowly turning, even though the switch was off, and every time it creaked, it echoed like footsteps. I laughed, I cried, I questioned my life choices. But here's where things went wrong. The next morning, I told my neighbor the whole story, thinking it was funny. She stared at me and said, "Your fan has been broken for 3 months. It can't move on its own." I said, "No, it definitely moved." She said, "That's impossible. The motor is dead." And then, that same night, the fan started spinning again. Fast. Like unnaturally fast. I turned the switch off. It kept spinning. I unplugged the main power. It kept spinning. So yeah, turns out the footsteps I heard weren't in my apartment. They were underneath my ceiling, inside the attic I didn't know existed. And the fan wasn't powered by electricity. It was powered by air. Air from something moving above me.